All right, after digging around, we just got an update about the Nick Diaz situation. I've been, asking around, seeing what's up. If you guys don't remember, 2 days ago, I reported that there was a video going around with Nick Diaz being absolutely shirtless, just looking totally cracked out, right? Like he was just, lighting some sort of grass or something in the ground. And we were speculating, is it Nick Diaz? Is it not? I'll play a little clip of the video right here.
Nick!
What? What are you doing?
Are you okay?
Now, then I had reported that there was rumors circulating online, not confirmed, that the girlfriend of Nick Diaz was the one that posted this, and we have an update because now there is an alleged screenshot going around of something that the girlfriend Kay posted. She added Nick Diaz saying, "Drug addiction doesn't last forever. You either find sobriety or it takes your life." Now, this was allegedly the day after she apparently uploaded this video that leaked online, but that's not all. I can confirm myself because I was the one that took this screenshot. She posted an old picture of her kissing Nick Diaz. As you guys can see, the picture was from February. She also posted this late last night. Things weren't even more concerning. I could also report that I saw this literally on the story. I screenshotted it. Jose Garcia, the physical therapist for Nick Diaz, posted something about him. It was a picture of the two of them saying, "I have your back behind your back." This adds even more fuel to the fire that this video might be legit and there could be something serious going on. I want to, do some further investigation. I'll probably do an update once again on Friday if I find out more. But I am really trying for you guys to hit the subscribe button for any updates. Michael Chandler also revealed that he might have cheated on his wife. Like, what is going on here? Michael Chandler did an interview with Ariel Helwani and talked about his fight camp leading up to the first Charles Oliveira fight. Obviously, the two are going to rematch on Saturday. I'm going to do a prediction at the end of this video of who I think is going to win the main and co-main. But listen to what Michael Chandler had to say because a lot of people are speculating, saying that this is proof that, yeah, he might have cheated on his wife. Let's take a look.
And then all I saw was her. And I remember just apologizing to her in that moment for reasons that she did not know. I was going through something that she did not know about because I needed to protect her from it because we were away from each other. And she knew, it's just funny. She knew it was a different, it was a different I'm sorry.
But I ask what you're referring to, what you were apologizing about?
No.
Okay.
But someday it'll come out. But it was, let's just say it was the worst camp of my life.
So you're actually saying I'm sorry in that moment because the video is from the back, but then I saw the photo and I was like, oh wow, this is the different perspective.
Yeah.
And you're thinking about non-fighting stuff in that moment too.
I thought about non-fighting stuff every single day for that entire training camp.
Wow.
Now, I've also seen some people speculate that he could be talking about doing steroids. I want to say this could be a multitude of anything, right? It could be cheating. Yes, absolutely. We don't know. But I do think that it could be a multitude of anything. I mean, it could have been him drinking a lot during the camp. It could have been him having an injury in the camp that he kept from his family. It could have been just regular, depression, anxiety, and things like that he was not opening up about. There is a multitude of reasons. So let's not just jump to the conclusion, guys. I just like how everybody's just jumping to this conclusion. I would love to know more context, and I hope we do get eventually to find the context. But seeing how he said that we'll find out eventually, I doubt it's cheating, and I also doubt it's steroids. But I also have a little bit of a scoop regarding the whole glove change for this weekend. I'm going to get into that in a second. The UFC revealed their custom shorts for this weekend for Jon Jones, Stipe Miocic, Michael Chandler, and Charles Oliveira, as well as Ariel Helwani reporting that apparently the UFC this weekend is going back to their old gloves, not the gloves that they used in June, not those golden ones. So it's going to look like how it used to look like way before that, just the regular black gloves, as well as the foam, because of course it wasn't just, the change in the style. It was the change in the material and a different company. Now, as soon as I heard this, I did a little digging around, trying to reach out to people, but yeah, as Ariel Helwani reported, it is unclear. I'm just hearing speculation. UFC just announced it out of the blue as, the fighters are getting ready, doing their meeting, trying on a lot of the clothes. It's just absolutely crazy to have this just drop out of the blue, right? Personally, I also would not be surprised if this was something to do with the top of the card. Maybe someone at the top of the card was not happy with the gloves. I'm talking more about Jon Jones, seeing that Jon has complained about a lot of the stuff that the commission has done. Remember back in UFC 285, he complained about the tape being in between his toes, saying he was not going to fight if he was not allowed to enter there. But I do think that this might be the UFC trying to test how the old gloves are compared to the new gloves and test which one is better. Colby Covington also called out Shavkat Rahkmonov for UFC 310. Take a look.
Listen up, Junior. Translate this to whatever caveman dialect you need to and get it through that big empty skull attached to that Gumby-ass body. I'm calling Hunter and Dana, and we can all see who's posturing for clicks, bozo.
Now, I do think when there's smoke, there is fire, right? I think that Colby Covington might actually be trying to get that fight with Shavkat Rahkmonov. but it also got reported earlier yesterday that, yeah, Shavkat and Kamaru Usman is in the works, according to multiple sources. UFC London was also announced to return March 22nd of 2025. This is going to be a fight night. Leon Edwards is reported to be on the card. Also, I would probably figure Paddy Pimblett and Renato Moicano is going to be on there somewhere, maybe the main or co-main. Tyrone Murphy also tweeted out saying that he wanted to fight on this card. But I think you guys have all been wondering my prediction, right? Jon Jones and Stipe is going down this weekend, where I'm going to post a video that's not really about news, but it's going to be a video about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. But let me get into it real quick, guys. I want to say, as I've said numerous times on the channel, I think Prime Stipe beats Jon Jones. I do think that. I think Jon Jones would probably have trouble taking him down, get pushed back, and get knocked out. That's how I think the fight would go, but there's a lot of big question marks with Stipe. He hasn't fought in a few years. He's gotten older. He last got brutally knocked out. We don't even know how his chin is going to be. And look, I think that Stipe still has a puncher's chance. I think he has a bigger chance than a lot of people are making it out to be. I think if he goes forward, pushes Jon Jones back against the cage, he could potentially get a knockout. I think that is very likely, especially if Stipe's takedown defense does hold up, which I think it very might could, honestly. And Jon is definitely underestimating Stipe. I mean, we're seeing him do things in training like spinning back kicks. Like, it sounds like he's trying to have like a flashy performance. Not to mention, Jon Jones has been talking about everybody but Stipe, from Alex Pereira to Tom Aspinall. So I could kind of see this backfiring on Jon, and yeah, maybe he does wind up losing. However, I do think that Jon is going to early on use the takedown threat to really control the fight. I think that he's going to use this, and as well as use different tools like oblique kicks to just keep the distance. But I think Jon is going to keep Stipe thinking, out-voluming him, adding up the points, just being faster. I think there's a reason that Jon Jones looks skinnier than he did against Cyril Gane, because I think he's going to try to, you know, outstrike Stipe in this fight. I think that this is going to be a decision win for Jon Jones. I think it's going to be like a 49-46 decision, and I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly the most entertaining fight. I'm sure it's going to be a good fight, but I think that this is going to add a lot of people saying, oh, that Jon Jones is a duck, because I think if this fight goes to a decision, I think a lot of fans are going to laugh at him and things, seeing that on paper he should probably beat Stipe easily. But Stipe, I think a lot of people are underestimating him. He does seem to be training hard. He seems locked in these interviews. I'm honestly a little more excited than I was before about this fight. Still would rather see Tom Aspinall and Jon, though. As for Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler, that is a truly 50-50 fight. Like, if you put those guys fighting 100 times, I think there's probably like a 50-50, you know, different outcomes, because both those guys could finish each other at any moment. I think if Chandler's patient, he could beat Charles Oliveira. I do think so. I think if he knocks him down, says, hey, get back up, and then just keeps knocking down Oliveira until Oliveira can't take it anymore, there's a possibility we could see Charles get slapped. I mean, it's very possible, and I hate to say that because I love Oliveira, but I think if Oliveira wants to win, the key is pressure. Press Michael Chandler against the cage, and Chandler will either take a lazy shot and maybe Oliveira gets a submission, or maybe Michael Chandler will overextend, letting Oliveira even get a takedown of his own, because, you know, even if you guys recall, Charles Oliveira got a lot of control time in their first fight, and all that control time from Oliveira could potentially slow down Chandler in the second, in the third round, trying to draw out Michael Chandler's big overhand that misses and get a takedown off of that. I think that could be a very good game plan for Charles Oliveira. Like I said, it's genuinely 50-50. I really think it just depends on the night. I think just both these guys can finish each other so easily, but I am leaning Oliveira. I think that Chandler is just a really good stylistic matchup for Oliveira, just because Michael Chandler is really good at the defense with jiu-jitsu, and Oliveira gets hit very easily, and yeah, we could see him get hurt at any moment from Michael Chandler. Let me know in the comment section below who you guys think is going to win. You guys are the best fan base in MMA. Thank you all for the support. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.